Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so if you've read and understood, considering it communication skills station, please begin.
Um, Hello, good evening. I'm Pavani,
Good evening.
ST3, working for Mr. James. I'm calling to speak to Hepatobiliary Consultant
Yes,
to refer
speaking.
a patient regarding to refer a patient who is post-operative cholecystectomy. May I
Okay.
confirm that I'm speaking to Hepatobiliary Consultant?
Yes, speaking. Can you summarize your case?
Yes, sure. Thank you. A 44-year female named Victoria Adam, who is post-operative day 4 for cholecystectomy. Today, she's complaining of severe abdominal pain, and on her clinical examination, she is tachycardia and also nausea. And on her lab, we have done few labs which shows total leukocytic count is 18 and C reactive protein is 50 and bilirubin is high. We also performed ultrasound abdomen, which shows free fluid in the abdomen, and there is no common bile duct dilatation. We suspect that the patient may have bile leak due to possibility of common bile duct injury, and we want to transfer the patient to your side for definitive management.
Okay. Tell me, why do you think patient might have high C-reactive protein? Is patient is having
Uh,
any kind of infection?
no, ma'am. At present, I don't suspect any infection or inflammation. This is a acute phase protein, which is usually elevated in the post-operative patient, and gradually decreases after the surgery.
Post-operative days. Okay. Right. Why do you think a leukocyte count is raised and when exactly this lab was done?
I'm sorry about it. I have to check about the lab dates and I'll inform you again about it.
Okay. Why do you think ultrasound is showing free fluid in abdomen?
We suspect that bile leak is present and so the fluid is collected in the abdomen.
What is your provisional diagnosis of this patient?
My provisional diagnosis would be a common bile duct injury, which is most commonly complication in the cholecystectomy surgery.
That is a possibility, but what investigations are you going to carry out further?
First, I would like to repeat the blood investigations as soon as I'm off the phone, and also I would like to do uh, endoscopic retrograde cholangiopancreatography to see about the pathology in the biliary system.
Why do you think you need to do endoscopic retrograde cholangiopancreatography? What does it
Because
do?
yes, ma'am. Because it is having both therapeutic advantage, also diagnostic tool, ma'am.
Okay. Uh, but here you have to explain the procedure. How is
Okay,
it
ma'am.
done?
So there is an endoscope which is been passed through the esophagus to the duodenum, and dye is injected at the ampoule of water, and the serial X-rays will be performed to see whether the to see the uptake of the dye, which will be taken by the common bile duct, hepatic duct, and biliary system. If there is any extravasation of the bile seen in the abdomen, that is a pathology which that can be seen in this ERCP, ma'am. And also we can see any stones present, strictures present
In
in
this.
this test, ma'am.
Okay, please tell me what is your plan of action? How exactly are you going to manage this patient?
I would like to initiate the care of critical ill surgical ill protocol, ma'am. I would like to start with the fluid resuscitation and also antiemetics and so a few painkillers I would like to give to the patient, and and I would like to start the antibiotics according to the trust protocol, and also take the blood sample for blood culture sensitivity. Um, and I would like to inform. I would like to do the ERCP test, ma'am, and transfer, hoping to transfer to your side, ma'am.
What if there is no bed available? How are you going to manage this further?
I would like to talk to the bed in charge in the ICU at your hospital to tell about. I'll tell detail about the patient situation and how it is important to get a bed in the ICU. And if the bed is not available, then I would request him to see if there is any stable patient to get discharge that patient, and get a bed available for my patient.
Why exactly do you think patient might have had a biliary leak?
There are a few possibilities, ma'am. They can be common bile duct injury, they can be cystic stump injury, or can be extra hepatic hepatic duct injury, um,
And
retained stones,
no, and from the liver bed.
and
Okay,
yes, ma'am.
right. Why do you consider this patient to be urgent?
Because I do not want the patient to go into the biliary peritonitis, ma'am.
Do you think patient is currently having biliary peritonitis?
Uh, no, ma'am, but I have to repeat the blood values, labs, ma'am, and
What is biliary peritonitis?
it is infection of the peritoneum, which is because of leakage of bile, ma'am.
Does your patient has drain in situ?
Mm, no, ma'am.
No. Okay, if there is no drain, then what should be the management?
As the patient is having free fluid in the abdomen, I would like to insert a drain to see whether there is any flesh bleeding, um, or not, to see
Yes.
what is collecting into the drain.
Okay, so if you are going to insert the drain with the help of ultrasound, then how much fluid should there be in it 24 hours?
As the patient is post-operative day 4 um, ab- with the free fluid in the abdomen, um, it, it depends on the. I would like to check how much quantity of fluid is present in the abdomen by doing the ultrasound, and after putting the drain, then I would calculate how much I'm getting the quantity, ma'am.
Okay. Do you think patient needs immediate transfer?
Yes, ma'am. I feel that patient requires immediate transfer to prevent the
Okay,
complication.
then transfer your patient.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Thank you for your time.